to it. So maybe you want to put some healing oils, or maybe you want to put fruit inside of it. And it's just something that I think is just a great transformational healing tool to use every day. It's something that, you know, it doesn't take long to do, but you feel a difference after you do it. Mm-hmm.
And so, can anybody talk about their experience with that kind of thing before we move to the next section?
Nice.
Well, number one, I'd like to say that I forgot to hit record. I'm looking at the camera, think it was recording, so that really is messed up, so they can't see what was missed. But how I look at the chakras is the energy pools, and there's actually a cartoon that was really cool I seen on Facebook, and it showed the round pools of water and then a stream running through them. And if they were not clear on going counterclockwise, then the stream could not flow from one through the other. They were kind of clogged, like a drain or so. So I liked how they had that. And I like to do a meditation where I focus on each color, and I see them spinning counterclockwise, and I like to see a cone reaching up to the sun. And I start with, you know, it doesn't really matter where you start. And that kind of activates it, and you can feel the energy when you do a meditation like that.
Definitely. Has anyone tried a water affirmation?
Yes, it's very effective.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed.
Hold on.
Oh,
you know, I found that it's very effective, and what I've noticed was that when I first started doing it, you know, I didn't really understand exactly how it was supposed to work, but I could see that it was benefiting me, and I was wondering, well, is it placebo or is it really doing something, you know? And the answer is, it really doesn't matter how it works, but that it works. And there's a good chance that we'll never really understand fully how it works in this lifetime, you know. And so we can learn more about it and have a better understanding, but we may not ever have a true understanding of how anything works as long as we're here in, you know, in 3D. So with that in mind, you know, the whys and the hows I've learned aren't as important as just that the stuff does work and it's effective, and you can see the enhancements, and the results are tangible. And so just do your water affirmation, you know, each time when you drink some water, you know, it's really powerful, and you might even drink more water. So I'll let somebody else jump in.
I wish I could jump in. I was trying to help Cindy get into the room, so I was only kind of half listening, but it sounds like something that I really would like to try, especially, you know, because I do have negative thoughts sometimes, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't know about today, or, you know, so I really would like to start my morning with affirmations, something that will just help me get the day started right.
great.
Water is consciousness. I just plugged in a video, very extensive video on water. Oh, it's playing. Hold on, I'm sorry. Dr. Emoto. I'm sure you guys have heard of him before, but he's done multiple experiments on the effects on if you spoke to water negatively or positively, and then he froze them. He's actually done experiments in schools with children, and what he proved was when you spoke to the water beautifully or nicely, it froze in a beautiful pattern, and when you spoke to it negatively, it froze in a real icky looking pattern. So I guess I kind of should be paid to advertise. Gaiam TV does a lot of experiments on the consciousness of everything around us, plants, water, we were talking a little bit about it last year. I mean, last class was that they had actually taken a lie detector test and connected it to a leaf. And when the fella had the intention, which he was very well going to go over there and light with a torch the end of a leaf, right before Wiley had the intention, the machine went off. It went crazy. It was in fear, and then it showed him burning it and what happened then and then afterwards. And then they did the same experiment in a different room with another fellow who was not going to. He was going to pretend to light the leaf, and the plant knew different. So it's just really very interesting how exactly we won't know, like Khalil says, but it's just interesting how much consciousness affects each other, you know? It's just very interesting. So there's that link that I just last dropped there is about the water.
Cool. Thanks, Gail.
You know, and there are tons of documented experiments, but tons of undocumented experiments that have gone on and are still going on. That have been going on for, I don't know, maybe the last 100 years or just a really, really long time. And you know, a lot of this stuff is hidden away on purpose for whatever reasons. And it's out there. It's been out there. And a lot of the stuff that we're learning about now is really old news. And people have been doing this for many, many, many decades secretly. So if you create something on your own, then that's one thing. But if you're learning it from the internet, it might be, you know, decades old, which is fine. But just so you know, it's not like this is breaking stuff. There are many government entities and other things like that have been using this stuff for different purposes against each other or whatever for a very long time. But a lot of the stuff can be found.
Definitely, it's a slew of information to go through. But I feel like whatever you look for, make sure that it just resonates with you, and you'll know because it'll feel right.
I have my hand raised. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So this is Anne, and I just wanted to add to that, along with Dr. Emoto's experiments, which were scientific, they were changing the vibration of the water, and that's kind of the same with saying a blessing before a meal, is it's actually raising the vibration of the food.
Right. I like that.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Ann, because I was just reading something recently, you know, with all these chemicals that are being put in the food, that this blessing makes a grave difference. So that's a really good point, Ann. Thank you.
Yeah.
Interesting choice of word there, Gail, a grave difference.
Total coincidence, right?
Well, Ann, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, and maybe the rest of the people can do so?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we'll just go down the whole line.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be great. We can go down the whole line.
Okay, well, who wants to start? Okay, I'll start and just get it over with. So my name is Anne, and I've been a nurse for over 20 years, and I'm kind of in a change mode right now. I have done a lot of spiritual work intensely for the last 5 or so years, but have been on a spiritual path since I was a young girl. I used to see the energy fields around trees, and sometimes I would get an answer to a test before the test was given, but I didn't know it until the test showed up, and it's like, oh my gosh, I was kind of given that answer. So it's really nice to have a connection as a child and then be able to enhance it even further as an adult. So, and just a little bit about my family. We grew up in an Air Force family. I am one of 10 children, And my parents did an amazing job. So as I look back on that, I'm very grateful and thankful. And I have, for myself, 2 grown daughters who live in other states. And with that, I am complete.
Thank you, Anne. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Welcome.
Okay. Audrey, if you're ready, the floor is yours.
Yes, hi. My name is Audrey Martinez, and I currently live in San Diego, California. I am a graphic designer and an artist in many other ways. I was actually raised Baptist, and when I was 20, I had an out-of-body experience that opened the doors to all this wonderful knowledge. And I'm really excited to be here with like-minded people.
And we're so glad that you made it here, Audrey. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Welcome. We really love having everybody. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Cindy, are you talking? Are you? You might be muted.
She's
I
not
don't
muted.
know.
Oh,
I can
we
hear
heard
you.
that.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I wasn't sure how to operate this app. Okay, so I'll go. I'm Cindy. I guess I'm the newest member to the group. I was invited by Tiffany. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and currently I'm a licensed mental health counselor. I've been doing counseling for almost 4 years now. And since I was a kid, I've always believed in astrology and psychic experiences. So at some point within the past 5 years, I've been getting readings from psychics. And I recently found out that Willany and Khalil have also been engaging in psychic readings. And so I've been getting some from them as well.
Great.
Thanks, Cindy, for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Cindy.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess I'll go next. I was going to say Denny. I am Khalil. I feel so weird saying Khalil. I am Khalil and Khalil's younger sister. And, oh, my computer's about to die. Oh, my gosh, somebody else go. I'm sorry. I have to go plug in my computer right now.
Well, Gil, you're next in line anyway.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gail, and I am an original student from the Psychic Academy, and we had met originally there, and we got along and we grew so much, and we became friends, and I was a little taken back by the fella closing the academy, so I decided to reopen it to keep us together and instead invite like-minded people and not charge, and let's see what we can do. And I figured that everybody could have a shot at running this, so we can all step out of our fear. I mean, basically, let's just do it. I mean, go with it, you know. There's no judgment here. We're all a team. We all have different gifts to bring to the table. We'll be doing all different types of things, and whatever you'd like to add, or we're just open. And it's a blessing to be here. Since I have been involved with like-minded people, my gifts are off the chain. I make a living doing this. Through another student, Khalil and I both were interested in becoming practitioner, and we have been, and it's really awesome, the opportunities you have here, and there's so much growth. You know, whether it is from Ryan, she does herbs and or she does soaps, and you know, we all have something different, and it's just an awesome way to grow, and blessings everybody, and I'm so glad that you're here and I'm here, and let's co-create.
Well said, Gail. I don't know how we're going to follow up with that. I just want to let you know that.
It'll be easy.
Ryan, would you like to go next? Or actually, Tiffany, then Ryan?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was before my computer almost died. I was trying to say, yeah, that's kind of not really embarrassing. It's just funny. I'm always the silly one. Gosh, get it together. I guess, what am I trying to say? I think that, you know, my spirituality has been a long time coming, but I definitely was able to really start making a connection when Denny and Willany introduced me to it. They just started kind of telling me this and that, and hey, look at this Bashar video and stuff like that, probably a little over a year ago or last year or somewhere around there. And it's just, I've just really been able to, you know, I guess for the first time on a spiritual level, really figure things out for myself. And so I'm really new to this, but I'm really open to it, and I'm really excited that, you know, something really, I'm connecting, you know. So, yeah.
Nice.
Well, great. Oh, okay.
I wanted to ask the question, Ann. Ann, can you hear me?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out how you all type. Is that
Something's not going right with your you should be able to see the message thing right on the right automatically. So on the top left hand side you'll see chat. Do you
Yes.
see that? Push
Yes.
that. Click that on.
okay? Oh, I see the chat box. Let me say,
Okay. There you go.
so you can see that now. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
All right, now you're good. I was wondering, do you want to start doing? I mean, it's up to Willany. I know Willany would like to do readings tonight. Would you like to maybe try to do some
We're still
energy
here.
work? Me, you, and Khalil and Willany are the energy workers, I believe, and maybe get them involved in it as well. I don't know. Let me step back, Willany. I'm overstepping my bounds. It's your go.
Sure. I wanted to go over aura cleansing and kind of do a meditation with it before we do the
We can
reading.
introduce everybody.
But we want to make sure we finish introducing before we get into that. So we got Ryan, Khalil, and myself.
So I can go.
Brian, it looks like you're lagging out. We can't
Yeah.
hear anything. Okay, so while we're getting Ryan back on, I'll just go ahead and go, and then we'll take it from there. We'll see how far along Ryan is getting back in. So so I started in the Psychic Academy about a month after it started, and Willany and I were really excited about getting in there, and prior to that, I really didn't think I had anything to do with any psychic stuff in my life. I thought it was cool, but I figured you had to be a monk in a cave somewhere to be able to do anything like that. And over time, I just need to click something so I don't see Brian's camera panning around big on my screen. There we go. So over time, we basically I started learning about different things, and I read a book online and found out that I could do healing with my hand, and then after that got more excited about it. Then Brad Johnson was online, and I started watching his videos, and he started explaining all this stuff that you could do, and then he said, I'm starting this psychic academy, and so we went ahead and joined in that, and it really just took off from there. That's when I found out that I could do all this cool stuff, and I always felt like I could do more than what they said I could do, but I didn't know how to get to that point, and I wasn't exposed to anything beyond just what regular society teaches. So anyway, got into that and started learning how to do readings, and then started learning how to do other stuff, and realized it was easy, and it comes naturally. And so I got really excited about that, and I've always enjoyed teaching, and I said, you know what, I want other people to be able to do this too. If other people were just exposed to this stuff, then they'd be doing all these things too. We just aren't exposed, generally speaking, or we just weren't exposed, generally speaking. So I've just been trying a bunch of little things, and they keep working. And it seems like the more you do these things, the easier it is to do the next one. And so it's just a process that's getting easier and easier, and it's just really exciting. I think every day there's a huge amount of synchronicity that just happens, and it keeps building. So 2 months ago there was the most synchronicity I ever had in my life, and then the next month there was the most, and and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And at this point, Gil knows a phrase that I say, it's just expected, and of course Willany does, right? It's to be expected, and it really is. If something just awesome happens, you just I'm not nonchalant about it. I'm happy that it happened, but at this point, it's not even such a big deal that I quit. That I have to be taken aback and be like, wow, how did this happen to me? Now it's like, okay, this just happens because these are the I'm just following passions and everything. So anyway, having said all that, I'm excited to be here, and I'll pass the torch. Looks like Ryan is double screen, but one screen is moving, so perfect timing.
Okay, yeah, I'm having technical difficulties, so if I'm frozen, please make sure you let me know on the side. So I consciously started on my spiritual journey about 3 years ago, because some things started happening, and it really made me stop and look at myself, and was like, okay, you really need to get yourself together. But I've kind of always been into, at least the psychic and the astrology side of things for probably since I was a kid. But it's just now that I'm an adult, I'm really starting to look into it more and learn about it more. I'm not going to even tell you what I do in my day job because I'm trying to walk away from that. But what I'm working on and trying to do full time is growing my business. I make soap and other handcrafted body products. So I'm really trying to move more in that direction. So.
Thanks, Ryan.
And what about your amazing gift?
Yeah.
What about your gifts? You can't hear me?
Uh-oh.
I think she's frozen. Wait.
Okay, can you guys
say something again?
Okay. Okay, I can. Am I? Okay, I think I'm. What did you guys hear? What was the last thing you guys
No, I
heard from
said,
me?
when you were through, I said, what about your amazing gifts?
Oh,
Hello?
my
Claim
gift,
what you have now.
my gifts that I didn't know I had until last week or so. So yeah.
So
Ryan, you froze again.
Okay. Can you
Okay, we
guys
see.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I was gonna say you might not have to skip me, and I'll just type it on the side since I keep going in and out.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Go ahead and try it now, and then we'll see.
So what I was saying is, I think that I know that we're all psychic. It's just some.
Ah, I got her again. Ryan, go ahead and type it for us. I think it's, for some reason, as soon as you try and say it, it just freezes up on you.
well, in the meantime, we might as well ask Tiffany the same question. Because both of you guys joined the class at the same time, and the same thing happened. So.
Well, I think what Ryan was going to say was going to be on the topic of how we did some readings last week on Wednesday, and how well we did. And so I know for me, I surprised myself, and you know, for just a millisecond, I felt like I was being put on the spot, but then I just kind of let go of that and just gave it a try. And turns out I was able to do, you know, some readings for the first time, and so I'm excited about that. I'm not surprised that I was able to do it, but I'm just excited that I went ahead and just, you know, I was able to see what I could do. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. And by the way, to the new people, we did not pay her to say that. She said it perfectly as if it was a commercial, and we paid her for it, but we promise you we did not.
Yeah, I stepped out of my fear, definitely.
Yeah, that is the most important thing about this, you know, is stepping out of your fear. You know,
Definitely.
we're not here to judge. We're here to help you excel. So just let it flow.
You know, Tiffany,
Right.
can you go ahead and elaborate on the last few months that you've been working on listening to your intuition and following it?
Sure. Well, I just moved from Charlotte to Atlanta, and that was in June. And, well, let me go back a little bit further. I just graduated from the University of Southern California, and I got my master's degree in social work. And so after that, I was planning to get a job as soon as possible, and, you know, I was going to apply, and then, you know, especially since we moved to Atlanta, you know, I knew where I was going to be living, so I was trying to apply and find a job. And really, just about all summer, I was, you know, well, not all summer, probably the first half of the summer, I was really stressed out about the fact that I didn't have a job yet. And it really, at the same time, it really just gave me a chance to have some time by myself and really just be alone with my own thoughts and meditate and just really think about things. And I'm at a loss for words, but really just think about things and figure out what it is I believe and what, you know, what I don't want to believe anymore, really, as far as being stressed out and negative. And I've been able to really just listen to my intuition way more. As soon as I was able to really just kind of let go of my fears and my anxiety about finding a job and, being in this, new place and everything, I was able to do a number of things. And one thing that really I was able to do was figure some things out for myself as far as not allowing, fears and negativity kind of take over the way they can, and also just to follow my intuition. And it's at this point, what is it, August now? I'm just really able to receive the messages that I've always been receiving. I'm seeing them as messages now, and I'm just going with it instead of just kind of thinking, oh, that's just a random thought in my head. I'm going with it, and I'm seeing how, there's a lot of meaning to every message that I get. And sometimes I get messages for other people. And so it's been a really rich growing experience for me this summer, especially. And I think that had I been able to just land a job as soon as I moved here, I wouldn't have had that quiet time to really figure things out for myself. And so I feel myself, continuing to grow, and I know I am, and I really look forward to tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So it's been really good.
That was pretty awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
I definitely agree with Ann, with you, and just all of us, like learning how to trust and finding that truth within ourselves and being honest with ourselves and really going with, like they say, going with your gut, which is really just following your heart and your intuitions that come in. Yeah, and like Gail said, nothing happens by accident, and I was calling it not diving, but divine action or divine timing, how things just happen, not by accident, but on purpose and for a special reason to help you grow.
Yeah.
And I think...
Ryan, did you come back to us?
Yeah, I don't know how. Well, let's hope I can. I'll stick around. I'm actually trying to download the app on my iPad so I can have a backup. I don't know if it's my computer or if it's my signal. So, but I'm back.
Okay.
Can you share with us your special abilities?
Well, I just found out since I've started the class that I pick up things through feeling, through sensing. It's like I feel stuff going on with my chakras. That's really where I'm feeling everything happening. And a little bit of just know. I think another part of it is just sometimes things will just come to me and I'll just know. Which this is all, I'm still in awe that I can even do this. So
Cool.
Yeah.
And I think I'm last. So my name is Willany. This, I guess, is today where I'm going to try and cover some topics with you guys, which we started with affirmations, morning, and water. And I ended up getting, I would say, my awakening, spiritual awakening, I want to say before the end of last year. And God blessed me with Khalil to help me to see that there was something that was missing. And until we talked about it, I didn't notice that I had special abilities at a younger age. And it dealt with a lot of social norms, including my family. They had Jehovah's Witnesses backgrounds. And I just kind of turned it off because I felt like that wasn't something that was accepted. I would get dreams about what would happen the next day, like visually see it happening. And I would recognize it, but then I would, kind of second guess it or just put it away in a box somewhere in my memory. And I would also have a spirit that was in the house that would communicate with me, but I was afraid because I didn't know how to approach it, and I just thought, oh, it's trying to haunt me. but now I'm able to see that that wasn't the case. It was actually protecting me and guiding me. But I'm also one of the originals for the Psychic Academy with Brad Johnson along with Gail and Khalil. And we really were able to tap into a lot of the things that we're talking about, free flow here, which I like. It was paid, like Gail said, and I learned that I and everyone else has so many wonderful abilities. And it may not be the same, but that doesn't even matter. It's just something that's naturally, that's in us, that society hasn't let us be able to shine or even take a moment and notice and really see everything that's around us. Just like Tiffany was saying, taking time for yourself, trusting yourself, knowing more about yourself, and seeing how special and wonderful and beautiful you are just the way that you are. And learning more about your body, which is a part of you, and how it works and how intertwined it is with you spiritually. It's really cool. Every day it's something new to learn, and it helps you grow. And once you see that this is everything that you're putting into your reality is something that you're manifesting, that is just like eye-opening to me, because that tells me that things that are coming my way is because I put them there. And if I know that I'm putting them there, that means that I can change it every day, every second, every minute. And if I'm able to face my fears and negativity and things like that, then I know that I can do anything that I want to do. And I'm recently realizing that, and I'm noticing a change because I'm making the change. And that's what makes the difference every day. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. But you're welcome.
Yeah, you did marvelous. So you really are going to take the whole class. We're not going to step in. So you arranged the readings. You know what to do.
Okay, cool. I want to talk about real quick aura cleansings. It's something that I looked into today because I just felt like since I said that I would kind of head the class today, that I do it, and a lot of us do it. We just don't know it. And aura cleansing is almost the same as the water affirmations, except you're either, my examples are going to be aura cleansing showers or a waterfall visualization. And the visualization one is something that I would all like us to do just for practice. But just regular aura cleansing, I think it's a great way to keep your energy field clear of just past attachments and imbalances that you have on a day-to-day basis. So it'll help you with restoring your energy, restoring that energy flow throughout your body and your different chakras like we talked about earlier. It also heals yourself. Think of water like a purification, or just visualizing water, washing over you and cleansing you. That's like manifesting, effective healing just by thinking about it. So for the aura cleansing shower, I think it's a great exercise. I didn't know that I was doing it until I really thought about it, and I do it like every morning and sometimes at night. And yeah, you do it in the shower. You turn on the water. And as it flows over you, you imagine this beautiful, sparkling white light. And you just watch it as it flows over you. And you imagine that the light is just surrounding and penetrating every part of your being, so all over your body. And then you just imagine the water to be the light in this way automatically. And there's no special skills, there's no meditation or anything like that. You just let it happen. So like the whole time that you're showering, you just pretend that the water is just a sparkling white light. And you can say to yourself, this beautiful water is cleansing me and it's healing me. It transforms my entire body into light, inside and out. And all of my fears and negativity are washed away. Usually I would shorten and just say, this is a new day. I will release any tensions, any negativity, any ill feelings that I may have had for myself, and anything that may have caused me harm from the prior day. I release it. And I release it just like the soap that's on my body going down the drain. And you just imagine it and, say it, and as it is so, there it is. And you can feel like this glowingness, and just imagine the glowing light surrounding your body and around you, and then like every cell of you is going to like glow and vibrate energy. So it's just basically the act of just physically washing yourself and just imagining a light, but yet still helping you to cleanse your energy field. So if you have an unpleasant day, hey, jump in the shower. Not only are you cleansing your body, but you're cleansing your energy field. And you're going to feel, I think, a lot lighter after doing so. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So the water visualization, I want to try this with you guys, and it'll seem more like a mixture of meditation, and it'll be like a cleansing of energy. I'm sure some of you may not need it, but I just wanted to try it out and get some feedback from you. So the aura cleansing properties of water, it can be assessed through visualization or your imagination. So if you could sit comfortably or get into a position where you feel comfortable, I already think that most of you are already in a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. If you would, go ahead and just close your eyes and feel your body relax. And take a few deep breaths in and out. And with each out breath, feel all of the muscles in your body loosen. Yes, your breathing is important. Go slowly in and breathe out, feeling all of your muscles in your body loosen. And I want you to pay special attention to your face, your neck, and your shoulders. Try and work on loosening them and relaxing them. Yes, definitely. Relax the brain, even your scalp. Release any tension. So now I want you to imagine yourself to be sitting under a waterfall. See the glistening water gently falling over you. Try and feel what it would be like. How cool is the water on your skin? Is it warm? Is it cool? Is it lukewarm? Does the water droplets bounce off of you? Does it absorb? Smell the fresh air. Hear the water falling into the pool below. Stick your tongue out and taste the freshness of the water. Visualize the water filled with sparkling white light. See it penetrating your entire body, cleansing every cell as it washes through you. If there is any fear, anger, hurt, pain, grief, or sadness within you, see the beautiful sparkly water cleansing it out. Watch as any dirty patches within your body, they're dissolved by the water and it just washes away. Now you can continue with this process for as long as you wish until you see yourself as completely clean and sparkling inside and out. And when you're finished, you can bring yourself back into the moment. So take a few deep breaths, maybe 2 to 3, and then start wiggling your fingers and toes to get you back in the present moment. And just make it your intention to carry this light with you for the rest of the day. So what'd you think, guys? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was really good.
Oh, good, good.
Great.
I saw it and I was like, okay, I loved it. I'm sure you guys would enjoy it. And with aura cleansing, there's also like saltwater cleansing. There's smudging where you take smoke and like white sage and you cleanse your aura with that through the smoke. And then there's flower essence where you can take that and heal your aura and release negative energies. It's really all about what you feel more comfortable with. but I'd like to do in the morning the water affirmation and the aura cleansings. I pretty much do it every day, and it just becomes naturally. And what I like about the shower aura cleansing is that, you know, if you're going to jump in the shower, hey, you're not losing any time by doing it. You're only gaining. Right. And by blessing the water, you're blessing yourself, and you're creating a positive, higher frequency for each day. Yeah. So a little birdie told me that some channeling or some psychic reading was about to happen. So if you are open to it, we can definitely do that at this moment. We can either do group or we can do partners, because we do have a big group today, which is awesome.
Okay, can you kind of explain for the people who may not have done a reading yet, just what you do to do it?
Okay. Before you psychically read someone or something, it's best to do like what we did for the waterfall visualization, which is to get in a quiet place, to center yourself. Using meditation is a good way, or recommended, where you just close your eyes and you breathe, and you just mellow or calm yourself. And while doing so, depending on who you focus on, you can receive information. Yeah, absolutely, Anne. It's whatever you want to focus on. So, for instance, if I was doing a psychic reading on Khalil, I would close my eyes, take a few deep breaths, and that I call centering myself, and I would think of his name a few times, and I would let whatever comes come. So maybe I'll get a visual picture of something that he's about to do, or I'll get a feeling or a tingling sensation on a specific body part, and I would let him know that that means something. And even if whatever you get doesn't mean something to you, it will definitely mean something to them, even if not in that present moment, but in the near future.
What about open, trust, and interpretation?
Great point. You definitely want to have open trust, open forms of communication, and no fears, because that can definitely block information that you may be getting. Maybe even saying a short affirmation, which is, you know, I trust myself. I believe that everything that's going to come naturally will come in naturally, and I won't force it, and I don't have any fears with the information that are coming to me. Let's see. So I was thinking we could partner up. Maybe, let's see, what do we got? Let's see. Maybe Tiffany with Anne, Ryan with Audrey, Gail with Cindy, and I guess it's me and you, Khalil.
Okay.
Okay.
Who did you say I was with? Cindy?
Yes. Oh,
And do you want to just try?
Can you guys hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. This is my first time doing this, so is it okay if you give me the first reading?
Of course.
Okay. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a bit apprehensive.
No, don't worry. That always comes when it's your first time.
You know what I would suggest is just go ahead and go. Go ahead and step out of your fear. Just do it. There's nobody judging. Don't stay in your mind. Just say what comes.
Right.
And that's it. Just do it. That's the only thing to do. Just do it.
Okay.
And Cindy, when you're going, the easiest thing for you to do is just whatever whatever comes to your mind, you just say it out loud.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how silly it sounds, how crazy it sounds. It means something.
Right.
And, you know, you might not know exactly how to interpret everything on day one, but all the stuff that you're getting has some meaning. So you just say whatever comes.
Exactly.
And it just works.
Okay. I'll try to get out of my head. I'm the queen of that. So
That's okay. You'll
Yeah,
do
that's
just
fine.
fine. I trust you. I trust you will do just fine. Really, I do. So who's reading her? Should just go ahead and read her? Yeah? Is that what you want, Willanie? So she's
Sure.
able to. Okay. Let me stay out of it. You take care of it.
So who wants to go first? Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Are we swapping with them?
So I'm just going to center myself, and whatever comes is going to be what I say, and I'll think about it after I've said it. I won't think about it before I say it, because then I'm just spending time thinking about the stuff instead of just letting it out. So you'll see how that becomes more important as you do it more. You know, right when I kind of lifted myself out of here and over to Willany, the first thing I got was a slightly uneasy crown chakra feeling. And so when I asked, you know, what that is for, I got it's about just feeling uneasy about the stuff that we're doing right now. Just so you guys can be filled in on what we're doing. We are getting ready to A, sell the house, B, move to San Diego, and C, not have jobs lined up when we get there. And the uneasiness is, you know, it's still there. And so anyway, let me continue. I'm also getting the feeling of just tons of relief from not having the need to continue doing the old stuff that we used to do. There's no need to be at the old job. No need to have to stay in this house until we die. You know, no need to just do a lot of the old things that Willany, you felt like you needed to do before. Because that's what you had learned somewhere along the way, and you know, as a side note, you know, she's just changed her mind about a lot of things that she used to believe. You know, I'm also getting this this newfound calmness. It's a feeling like there's calmness where there was not once calmness, and it's overwhelmingly wonderful feeling. You know, it feels great, and like you want more of this.
I do.
And just more of that calmness. It's overflowing. You know, that's probably the major thing. And you know, I guess just to kind of explain to anybody who's kind of new to doing readings, you know, it's just whatever comes. I just said it. So if nothing comes, I don't say anything. If something does come, I say something. And if I don't understand something, then I'll actually just ask. You can ask it out loud if you want, but I typically just mentally ask, well, what does that mean? And then whatever comes for what it means is what I say it means. And it's really as simple as that. So So yeah.
Anything on my screen?
Oh, you know, I'm not even. Let me click on you here. And so it's funny when I do a reading on Willany and when we're like this because I sense the stuff on her screen and behind me at the same time, you know, so it's kind of funny. So a lot of times I like to just look at the screen and just see whatever there is in the person's background and stuff might pop up. You know, I've never gotten this before, but it's like there's a woman and she's like some kind of angelic woman playing a harp, and it's this big harp that might be I don't know, I guess up to her shoulders, and she's just kind of doing like this, playing on the harp. So that's very interesting. So now I'm going to ask what that means. You know. You know, it's like she's playing this music for you to help you along, and the music is helping you in some way. So on several different levels. But anyway, that's pretty interesting. Okay, and that's the end of it. You guys, you don't have to do the little parts like that, but just whatever comes, you can just do it. If you haven't tried it before, you can just try it and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to mute for Willany.
No, that was really accurate. I guess I didn't really think that I still have fears and hesitations regarding the move. Not really like it's negative, but just the unknown. And I guess I still haven't let go all of the fears of the unknown. So I'm glad that you brought that up, because I definitely want to address them and ask myself, you know, what are they and why is that the case? And as far as the third eye chakra, I've been getting that like a whole lot today, especially since, I guess I would say since the class started. And I would take it as a great feeling. It's not anything that hurts or painful. It just really feels really, really soothing. And with the lady with the harp, that's interesting because I think I had a dream a long time ago, and I saw a lady playing like this huge harp. And it kind of looked like what people imagine heaven to be, but it was really angelic and it was very peaceful. And I guess, you know, I always usually have music in my head, so I could see why I'm kind of dancing to my own beat.
Okay, great. Oh, and one other thing. Typically, as I give readings, I get the feeling that it's about me too a lot of times, and so I, you know, I also felt like it was about me too, especially when you were talking about the fear of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm in the same boat. You know, it's not just you.
Okay.
Is it possible I could go next?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Well, I got Cindy, correct?
Yes.
Oof. Cindy, you got a lot of stuff going on. I had to go next. My head is like going in circles. I don't know. You're awfully worried about somebody. Who is it? Who are you worried about?
As far as right now?
Yeah, it seems like you're really worried about somebody.
Well, I got some news today from two besties of mine, and it's in regards to man problems that they're having in their relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's really affecting you. Oh shit, she froze.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Is it really affecting you?
I didn't think it was. I mean, I feel like if I would have heard this same issue last year, it would affect me more. I'm trying not to put a lot of energy towards it, but maybe I'm subconsciously doing it and I'm not aware.
Well, I can feel my belly flipping. I can feel my belly flipping, so like there's chaos. So I know that there's some type of chaos. I don't know, you're going out on me. Your energy's breaking up. I feel like shit. I feel like there's a lot of things that are coming through for me. Number one, you don't take any time for yourself, and you're always doing for other people. I mean, it's like there's no balance with you. Can she hear me? Oh.
Well,
I can't. I'm not getting a good. This is driving me goofy. I don't want this connection to be like this. Can you hear me?
yeah, it's going in and out though.
Oh shucks.
The last thing I heard you say was something like, I'm giving out a lot of energy and I don't have enough for myself, or something like that.
Yeah, you're always doing for others and you're never doing for yourself, and it needs to stop.
I told myself that.
It's out of control. You know? It really is. I need let's see if somebody can move on and see if we can get a better connection, because I need for you to hear me. Or I might have to call you after the class to talk to you. Because I need to connect to your energy, and this is interfering with me. All right, I'm not going to let it. I need to pay attention.
Okay.
I just feel like you have some boundaries. You need to create some boundaries. You're running yourself ragged. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I feel like there's something really bothering you. I don't think it's this issue with your friends. There's something different. Maybe it's money. You're worrying about money. No, it's not money. You're worried about something else.
Well, I'm not in the best financial position, but you know, I'm in the process of getting this a different job, well, an additional job. So, I mean,
you're very fearful right now in your belly area, like you feel what I'm feeling something from your belly right now. Like you have a feeling in your belly right now.
Well, it could be because I'm, you know, apprehensive about this being the first time for me doing the group.
You're nervous.
That's where, most of and I'm hungry. So I don't know if you think
that. Oh, well, that will definitely do it. It makes a difference. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So it's probably a combination. Okay. But as I'm talking now, I feel more calm than I did when
we first started talking, because my heart was going and my stomach was flipping at the same time. So yeah, I do understand that you're feeling a little bit calmer, but yeah, what's going on in that house?
What's not going on?
There's a lot of stuff going on there, but I think there's some lower entities in that house as well. Is this a family home?
No, but it's an apartment building in New York City, so it's a lot of...
Oh, yeah, you might want to, yeah, you need to cleanse that place.
You know what I tried to do? I'm sorry to cut you off. I bought some sage when I first moved in, and I hung it by my door. But I don't know. Burn it. Burn it. All right.
Yeah. Just look it up. Look it up on YouTube, smudging. It's very simple. You can buy a little kit with a... you can, with a little shell and a feather. Here, I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Cindy, I usually
I take this and I put the sage, I cut it. Can you see it? What's going on here? Hold on. Hold on. What did I do? Oh, okay.
I can hear you.
I break this up and I put it into this little shell, and I take the feather and I make sure I do every corner of my room. I open the closets. I open a door and I say a prayer. I call in all my angels and I call in Jesus or God and I ask them to please help me remove any low vibrational beings and free them for them to go to the light. And I mean, you just pray. There's nothing special you need to do, but you need to have good intentions. And you need to, I go in every corner of my house. I go outside. People look at me like, oh, what is she doing? I do not care. I'm saying, Lord Jesus, bless this house. Bless anybody that comes into this house. Bring love and abundance here. Let's just, and they say open up a window on the east and then the north or something. I open up one in every direction that I can. So if there's any negativity, please just go in the name of Jesus. And I want you to go into love light. And that's where I want things to end up. And then for you, because you're in such an old building, sea salt and regular water, or you can go to a church and get water that's blessed. And claim this home. This is my home. Anything else needs to go. I want you to visually close your eyes and you can visually see a pillar of white light in each corner. The whole building as one room, see it as. And you're seeing these white pillars, and then you're going to see a big ball of white light, and it's going to illuminate the whole place. And you're going to look to the wall, and you're going to put love, and you're going to put your name on it. And you're going to turn yourself to the right, and you're going to look to the next wall, and you're going to put peace or serenity, and you're going to put your name to it. And turn to the next wall and put in security and put your name on it. And love and abundance, or you know what I'm saying, and put your name to it. And it's so. That's it. You're taking care of your people in the building. See a big white light go around the building and stay there. Anybody that comes in or out, and that's how it is. And it's so. The universe doesn't know that it's not so. So that's an immense blessing on this place. But there's a lot of spirits, from the 1800s and yeah.
Actually, before I moved in this apartment, I found out after the fact. But the previous tenants used to do prostitution here, and there was, I guess, some drug use going on.
Yeah, so you're dealing with memory in your walls and stuff. So that's frantic emotion. There's rape, there's drugs. There's motion and everything. It's okay. It's okay. It's not nothing we can't handle. It's about your thinking. Yeah. We got to think we got this, and we do. Do you understand? Okay. So don't go into fear mode. You go into a goddess mode. I got this. Because we're aware. The first thing is aware. Once you do the intention, you burn your sage. You sprinkle the salt all over and cleanse it. You clean, like vacuum, sweep. It's move furniture.
I'm doing a lot of that.
Right. And then you see it going out of the window. Visualize the smoke or black or something going outside. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. He's saying about you're typing outside of the window. So if you look to the window and you see that left icon there, if you click on that icon, that's the chat.
Okay, I had to get on my iPad, and so things look a little different in here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was you. I thought it was Cindy.
No, that's Ryan. I typed that about the sage and the salt.
Yeah, I know who you are, but I thought typing was you as well. But yeah, you have to have the intention, just like who's ever here, please, go, and you'll feel it. You'll feel it lighten up. But I sometimes take the burnt sage and I just throw it under the bed, or I put it under a chair, or put your bed, your headboards, it goes for everybody east if you can. Put your headboard east.
I'm trying to figure out where is east, honestly.
Do you have a phone? Listen, I know I have no sense of direction. I use my iPhone.
Okay, I'm walking now. Okay, wait.
All right.
I'm in the dark now. Sorry.
That's all right.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn it around.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my bed. My bed is near the window.
It doesn't tell me anything.
And
I still have no sense of direction. No, what I mean is
oh,
on your phone, it might have an app that has the
like a
compass.
compass.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. Well, I'll have to figure that out.
yeah. Or what's another way, Khalil, to tell east?
You can see
When the
where
sun
the sun
comes up.
sets.
When the sun comes
Yeah.
up, it's east. Where the sun rises.
So I think in that case, I might be facing north then.
That's not too bad. I think that's the second choice. Hold on, let me see. Well, Khalil can find out in 2 seconds. Me, I'm like,
Well, yeah,
Because
we can.
okay.
It can get worked out after the class. The
Okay,
direction
sure.
thing.
but if we have time at the end of the class, I learned something about the ley lines I was talking to you about, and I learned how to make Dawson rods out of hangers
Uh-oh.
really easy. And I went into my room and I doused my room, and I could see where the electrical things are from the dowsing rods. Hold on, I'll show them to you real quick. But look, can you see them?
Yeah.
What I
Um,
look, like right here is an energy spot. But if we don't go over it tonight, remind me so I can teach you guys in 2 seconds how to do this. It's really cool, and we don't want our beds near this area where these rods come together.
oh, okay.
Okay, all
Is
right.
that some type of magnetic pull or something?
Yes, ma'am. All right, so now I would like we'll get together for a better reading, but that was really important because the energy from that home was really working on me, and then the computer going in and out was driving me cuckoo. So
Okay.
I had to get that out about the energy of the home. Now I would like for you just to close your eyes and just listen to what comes. And if it says she's fat and she has a big mouth, keep it to yourself. No, all right. So now just whatever comes. It's okay. Don't judge it, just say it.
Okay. So
Right.
I'm gonna close my eyes now.
Okay. If a word comes to you, just say it. Don't think about it and then say it.
Well, the first word that came to me was bold, and I'm not really sure what that means. But it came to me right as I was closing my eyes. So, what do you think that word means?
Well, Cindy, try asking what it means. Go ahead and recenter and just ask what the bold is talking about and see what
Oh,
comes
so
up.
I have to ask myself that,
Right.
or
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah.
In this case, let's have you ask for practice sakes. Yeah. Say,
Okay, what does that mean? Do I have to close my eyes again?
It's
may
better
help
for
reduce
you. I
distraction.
think it's easier for you to center closing your eyes when you begin. But you don't have to expect anything. Whatever you feel. I say don't put this in a box. So it's up to you.
Okay.
Whatever feels good to you. How'd you like that, Khalil?
Okay. My nose got hot and sweaty, and then I felt, I guess it was energy there, and then I felt my stomach kind of get hot when I closed my eyes. I'm not sure what that means.
Keep asking.
Can I get some help interpreting?
Well,
Okay, was it a positive hot feeling or a negative hot feeling or a neutral hot feeling?
I don't know if I can put any negative or positiveness to it. It was a strong feeling. It didn't feel negative, but it felt strong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
All right, anything else?
Anne is asking if it was an excited feeling.
It was just the nose area. It got really hot and sweaty, and then my stomach kind of experienced a hot emotion, but I don't know what to think from that.
All right, I think that's really right on, because what happened to me a couple nights ago was that my cat was outside playing. It brought home a rat, not a mouse, a rat. And it came into the hallway and it ran right into my bedroom. And I decided, like, I called Khalil. Me and Khalil had some discussion about it, but I had to sleep in my room, and it was a bold thing for me to do because I can't sleep with the rat. And I was trying to get comfortable with knowing that the rat was in here and going through what growing do I need to do. And the flipping of the belly has been me sleeping in here for the last 3 nights. And then checking my floor for the little droppings and trying not to kill this little fella, like with the sticky paper and poison, and trying to do it a humane way. I'm going through a lot of changes because of that. So bold is probably the best reading I can have right now, because I feel bold as hell doing this. You know, I really do. I think it's a bold thing for me to go ahead and stay in this room and try to overcome the fear. Why am I fearing this guy so much? I have circles under my eyes. I haven't had good sleep for 3 nights, but I'm still doing it. So yes, I think that was right on. So trust what you have, and then ask questions. You know,
Okay.
you can ask them silently or out loud, but very, very good for your first reading. Very good.
Thank
Right
you.
on.
Thank you. I guess I didn't do too
Great
bad.
job, Sandy.
Yeah, nice work.
High five. High 10.
All right.
Oh, Khalil, I can do your reading. I forgot to mention, you mentioned calmness, and I definitely feel that. I know at work, I've basically told everyone except because we have block scheduling, my students, that my last day will be Friday. So once I was able to get past that first class, I was like, good to go. And I'm getting a lot of people are like, that's so good, you're following your dreams, and San Diego is so beautiful, and we wish you the best of luck. And so once I, broke the ice with letting people know, it definitely felt way better.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do my reading on you. I'm getting a very strong feeling in the third eye, in the back of my head. Almost like it's pulsing, like to a certain rhythm. And it doesn't hurt, it's just feels strong. I'm getting a picture of will be considered a tree, like a Christmas tree, but the focus is on the fact that it's a triangular shape. And I saw like a circle to the right as if it's like the moon or the sun. I'm getting that to look back into the history of yourself. This includes parts of Egypt, where one of your past lives was. I'm getting that it's time to look into it again. And I'm also getting a message, which is to not fear the unknown. That you're becoming more of your truer self. And then I kind of saw a stick figure, you know, like how you draw like a circle as the head, and then like a triangle as the body, and then like 2 lines for your legs. And I saw one of the arms, kind of like how the Jeffersons, how he used to walk when he had that strut, and you know how they used to give the high five, but on the black hand side, I just see that as you, and you're just strutting along like, I got this. So it's kind of giving confirmation on what you're doing right now, and moving to San Diego and doing what you plan on doing. It's like saying, you got this. And I kind of felt like grandfather presence with it, giving confirmation that, you know, keep doing what you're doing.
You want to soft mics?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I felt like that had a lot of meaning for me. I'm just going to start at the very end because that's the last thing you just said. I got a call and I hung up, but it was my uncle. I won't say the name, but the family members know who it is. And so you said the grandfatherly presence right as I'm getting this call, and sometimes we have talks about that kind of thing. So I thought that was interesting timing. Related to, you know, just all the rest of it, yeah, I mean that's definitely how I feel about myself right now. And I'll definitely take the no need to fear the unknown part. And regarding the Egyptian thing, you know, I had stepped away from even thinking about that for a long time, just because I guess when I first started the Psychic Academy, that's kind of when it was brought to my attention, and I didn't really know what to do with it, and so anyway, things happened, and I quit thinking about it, and so now you're reminding me, oh yeah, and now I'm a lot more confident in just knowing that I don't have to have prior knowledge on what to do with it. Now I know I know that I can do something with it without already knowing in advance what to do. So definitely I'll be looking back into that and actually seeing what was going on with that, you know, from the beginning. What else? The shapes, the Christmas tree shape and the circle next to it. I'm not sure exactly what it means, but I do feel like it's at least to some degree related to just some of the sacred geometry, things like that I've been thinking about, that I seem to have visions of sometimes, and so it reminds me to go ahead and get back into that. I jumped out of that stuff and was really going into just some other things that were interesting, and kind of almost, I'm not gonna say I forgot about it, but kind of forgot about it, you know. So I guess I did just say anyway. You know, so really, you reminded me to look into a lot of things that were exciting to me before, and when new exciting things popped up, I didn't think about it for a long time, but I'm still interested in that stuff. So now I'll go back with with a new level of confidence in what I can do, and get what I get. You know? So thank you.
You're welcome. I'm getting as far as when you were talking about the magician part. I got you will and you're ready.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And as far as the geometrical shapes, when I first saw it, I know we've been watching some videos regarding extraterrestrial sightings and things like that, and I kind of got a picture of like a forest, kind of maybe like childlike, but definitely a picture of the forest almost at night, as if maybe out in the desert or out you're going to go to a forest and just reconnect. And I kind of got the whole tree looking like a tree thing with nature, which I know you're connecting more with too.
Okay, great. Well, we need to get out there then. Yeah. Obviously, you'll be there too, you know. So,
of course.
So yeah, we'll get on that. Thank you. And who's next here? I guess Ryan and Tiffany. Yeah. So Ryan and Tiffany doing a reading for Audrey, and then Audrey doing a reading for Ryan.
Should I do mine or who's next?
Audrey, do you want to do one right now, or you want to get a reading on you first?
I can do it. I mean, Ryan, I'm very sorry. This is the first time that I've ever done this on purpose.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So, bear with me. I usually do it, but it's like something natural that happens when I'm talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like this formal. So, when I first started thinking of your name, the very first thing that came to me was like a hovering red rose.
Oh.
But it was a rose that was sometimes up and full in bloom, and sadness in your heart chakra.
Wait a minute.
I don't.
Audrey, can you start back from when you said full bloom? We lost you for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so what I saw was this red rose that was hovering, and it was sometimes in full bloom and up, but sometimes it was down and one petal was falling. And what I felt was like a little bit of sadness in the heart, but it has to do more with yourself. And sometimes I saw when the flower was in full bloom that it was like white energy coming from above and like filling you up, but then sometimes it was down and the petal was falling. So it's what I think it is it's like self-love, you know. I don't know.
No, that makes sense. That you would see a flower because number one, the business that I have is called Blooming Flower.
Oh, look at that.
And my logo has a picture of, it's like I call her, it's like a flower lady or a lady flower, but it's like a lady, and her hair is basically like the petals of a flower, so she's a flower.
And you know what? It was funny because when it was down, it was almost kind of like waking up, and the petals were kind of like the arms and doing like, oh, you know how you do when you wake up, and then it would, be in full bloom.
Okay, yeah. So her face is tilted up like she's looking up at the sun. So that makes perfect sense, at least from a visual standpoint. But you're right. You're actually right. I've struggled with self-love and I've had self-esteem issues, and I am learning, to love and accept myself more. I know I'm definitely at a much better place than I was when I started on this journey 3 years ago. But I have my moments where I still doubt and question myself. So I think you were definitely on the money with that.
Cool. I guess it was good for my first time.
Yes.
That was awesome, Audrey.
Yeah.
It was excellent. It was really excellent.
Yes.
So what do you have for me, Ryan?
Well, I don't know what you look like. So, okay. So, Audrey, I feel a sense of calm for the most part, but I feel a little tingling in the like in the front part of my head, but it's almost like it's slightly painful, almost like it's a minor headache. So I don't know if you are, and actually when I went into focusing on you, my head tilted back, which is something that I do sometimes when I meditate. So my head tilted back, but then I felt like a little pressure, almost like slightly painful pressure in the front of my head. So I don't know if you have a headache or if you've just been really in your head a lot today or the past couple of days. Maybe, I don't know if you've been thinking about things, or maybe you feel like you've been overthinking things.
You're right, completely right in both aspects. I had a little, kind of like a ghost headache, kind of like a headache that's there, but that you don't really feel it, but you know it's there in the front part.
Okay.
And I live in my head.
Yeah. But the rest of what I felt, other than that little tingling in the front of the head, I just felt a calm. And so I don't know if you're learning how to get out of your head and becoming more calm because you're learning how to do that.
Actually, I am more calm now because I quit my job. So I feel much better, much more relaxed. And actually Khalil was there, almost present for that moment, and I told him the first thing I felt was freedom.
Okay. That's wonderful. And I'm working on getting there too, with walking away from my job. It's amazing how we're all kind of
You can do it. It's very easy. You have to give yourself permission just to do it and commit and just do it, and you just did it, and so move on.
I think this reading was for me and for you.
Yep.
Yes.
I love this. I love this dynamics with all these people. It's splendid. It's beautiful. But it would really be great if we could all see each other, but you did awesome without being able to see her. Because regardless, this gift, we have to use it without being able to see. That was awesome. And I had shared the other day, I was doing a reading, a random free reading actually, and I couldn't connect, and I had to ask for a photo. So that's really good.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find a photo. I'll promise you'll see me next Wednesday.
So you'll never be able to be live?
Oh, no. I said I promise you'll see me next Wednesday.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant a photo.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for a photo.
Okay. But I mean live, like we are, you can never do that?
Oh, no, yeah, next Wednesday. Right now I can't.
Oh, okay. All right.
Get somebody.
Okay. So do I have anyone who'd like to volunteer to read for Tiffany?
I can try.
Okay.
I will. It's not trying. I will do it.
I see what you did there.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Tiffany, I get happy. I just get happiness. Just that's what came to me. I don't feel any, I'm not feeling any sensations or anything, but happiness just came. And I actually, now that I'm talking, I feel like this lightness and excitement in the heart chakra area. So I get a lot of just happiness. So is that accurate? Or is there one particular area of your life where you feel happy, or are you just kind of happy overall?
I definitely feel really happy about being a part of this group, and I feel really happy about my growth spiritually. And because of that, because of the importance of my spirituality that, I have, even if there are things in my life that are not going the way exactly I thought they would, I'm still really happy because of, where I've come from spiritually, just my growth. And so I'm really happy about that.
Okay. Yeah, and I still feel, this like excitement, like happy, like almost like it's a happy dance going on in my in my chest.
Well, I'm also really happy that Cindy is here. And Cindy and I have been able to connect a little bit more because we've been sharing Bashar videos. And I'm really excited that she's watching them and she's really learning a lot from watching them. And we've been sharing them lately for the past, I guess since the day before yesterday, we've really been getting into them and texting them to each other like, oh, this is for you, or you should listen to this one. This one is really good. So I'm really excited that I'm pulling people into this, and also Javard has really grown too. So I'm just really excited about the people that I'm influencing and helping to develop their own sense of self and spirituality. So that's what I'm happy about too.
Cool.
And as somebody who lived with Tiffany for a long time, she's just always like that. Like what you described, that happy little dancey thing. That's Tiffany most of the time in her life.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but like just.
She's playful.
Yeah, if you see Tiffany for one second out of any given day, she's probably doing that on the inside at that 1 second. So it's,
that's awesome.
Or singing.
Do you think we could get Ann to maybe step up over here? Ann, can you hear me? There's no wrong that you can do. You just try.
I can hear you. I really dipped low earlier. I'm feeling a little bit better now.
Okay.
And it's your energies need to be nice in order to tune in clearly. So I was hesitant to do that. Well, did everyone get read?
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, if you would like to read Tiffany.
Didn't she just get one?
Yeah, but if there's somebody you pick up on, you can read anyone.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Well, is anyone interested in receiving a message or anything? Anyone in particular?
Sure.
Cindy's got her hand raised.
Cindy does? Okay.
Wilnie says sure.
I was gonna say, I think everybody wants to. So.
Yeah, we all will.
No, honestly, I felt like there was a message coming through for the group.
All right, go for it.
So let's just see where
There
that
you go.
goes.
That's how you do it, Ann.
Well, what I'm hearing is that as a group and as a collective and also as individuals, there's going to be like a winding road, that the path is not going to be perfectly clear or perfectly straight, but that's where you learn to develop trust within yourself and within your guidance to take your path, even though it's not necessarily a straight line, but the little curves in it are going to be points of interest. And so trust the flow. Just trust the flow. That is the bottom line. Trust the flow. That's it.
Perfect.
That was so awesome, Ann. Thank you.
I think that was right on, Ann. Very good.
Yeah, it was nice. Thank you. Well,
And
thank you
as
for the
were saying-
opportunity.
All right, Tiffany.
And as you were saying that, I felt the same thing. So,
Yeah, I could see it in my mind's eye. It was very interesting. So, and you know what? It feels really, really good.
Yeah.
Because what it felt like is anything less than that, anything straight is like boring. And so it's the curves in your path that make your life interesting, and just to be open to it without expectation. And that's also definitely a message for me. So.
I was just about to ask you how long you felt like that about yourself.
What do you mean? Be more specific.
How long have you felt what you just got for this reading for the group? How long have you felt that applies to you, and you've actually been thinking about that about yourself, related to yourself?
It started. That's a very good question, because learning to trust in each moment is getting more and more important. Because someone asked me not too long ago, "What is your 5-year goal?" And I said, "I don't have a 5-year goal or plan." And they said, "Well, you have to." And I said, "No, because as I look back on my life, and as I said, I've really been a nurse for 30 years. I just say over 20. But if I had had a specific plan for my career, I might have missed opportunities because that wouldn't have been, quote unquote, my plan. And I've had a wonderful nursing career, and it's gone so fast, and I loved it. So coming from a place of yes and coming from a place of openness seems to be, for me anyway, the key. And especially now, because we are the more we live in the moment, the more aware of the opportunities that show up in the moment. So I don't know if that answered your question. The other thing I guess I wanted to say is about maybe 7 years ago, I was working. I had a wonderful job, and I had been there 6.5 years, my own office. I was doing what I loved. I had, everything was great. And then just one day I heard inside myself, "You're done." And I was like, what? I wasn't planning to be done. I enjoy my job, but I had learned that if I don't listen to that inner voice, and of course we have free will, nothing is going to make you follow the inner guidance, but what I had learned over time is that when I don't listen to that inner guidance, then the road for me gets very bumpy, and very bumpy at times in terms of car accidents, kidney surgery, back surgery. And so when it said "you're done," I gave my notice very quickly after that, which totally surprised me, surprised all my coworkers, surprised my family, because I'm not a person who quits. And I'm not a person who quits with no plan. But that's exactly what I did. And when I hear that you all are quitting your jobs, it's like, yeah, I've been there. I've walked that place of trust. And that began, that's when I entered into a cocoon, so to speak. And I did a lot of inner work, a lot of shadow work. I've worked with plant medicine. I've had so many beautiful opportunities to just go within and clean up the mess and let go of stuff. And I have just recently come out of the cocoon. It lasted, like I said, 5-6 years or so. And it's just walking in trust in each moment and knowing that that inner guidance always has your best interest.
And now you're a butterfly.
Now I have my wings. Yes, and I'm flying high. When you're a caterpillar, that's your world, and you don't know what you're missing. And everything's fine. There's no problem with being a caterpillar. But what the caterpillar doesn't realize is what's around the corner. But it has to be willing to enter into that cocoon, and it has to be willing to have the patience without going, what's next? What's next? Well, what's going to happen? You just have, it's just a matter of being in the moment and trusting that whatever comes up is also for your benefit. So sorry for that long answer.
No, that was excellent. That just reminded me, I live a mile and a half from the beach, and right now the turtles are releasing and going into the ocean. When I tell you they're like 3 inches, and you look at that big ocean and you see them like just going at it so quickly, and I'm thinking, how the hell do us humans fear just stepping out of something that is just change, much less taking on an ocean of that size? And I mean, the vigor, it's incredible. I'm going to share another video of the turtles. I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow and get a live picture so you guys can see exactly what I mean. I mean, it's just incredible. That was awesome. Awesome.
And I wanted to say I totally agree, and thank you so much, like 80 times while you were saying all that. That's all the stuff that I've been really pushing for myself and for anybody that I thought would listen, and it's something that's just so, I just agree with 1,000%, and I'm really working on following the inner voice more. At this point, there's still some things that I say, oh, wait a second, but every time I actually just do it, it turns out 1,000 times better, and it's always in some way I didn't expect, So I totally get where you're coming from, and I think a lot of us are on the same, are somewhere along that path right now. And so what you explained, I really feel like engulfs each individual that's on this call. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And that inner voice is very quiet. And what was required for me was to also be quiet, because it only whispers. The ego yells and shouts, but that inner voice is softly spoken. And it takes intent and purpose to tune into it and listen.
Absolutely.
In church on Sunday, I was telling Willie about this. The lesson was about learning how to reinvigorate the things in you that have lied dormant, and he used the exact same analogy of the caterpillar and the cocoon, of you going within and really reflecting and figuring out what's in you that needs to come out, and then once you figure it out, you come out of that cocoon as a butterfly. So that was very timely and reinforced what I just heard.
Wonderful.
So thank you, Anne.
Oh, wonderful.
So Tiffany, have you decided who you'd like to read on? Would you like to do maybe just see what you get if you focus on the group?
You know what? I was thinking of a minute ago, who am I gonna do my reading on? And I was looking at the little pictures at the bottom of the screen, and I really just feel like I got a message for Ryan, and I just feel like I feel that, Ryan, your confidence from last week has just grown exponentially. Like you were here last week. If you were here last week, then you can't even see my hands right now. You're way up here this week. I just feel this overwhelming sense of you're in such a better place with your confidence, just with the way that you feel about yourself and your abilities, and things are you feel like things are looking way up for you.
Yes. Thank
That's
you.
what I got.
Oh, nice job.
Thank you.
So let me ask you a question, Willie. Do I have everyone's email? Cindy, I have your email. Is that who's Bowers?
Yes, Cindy.
You sent me an email yesterday. I got it.
So
I would like. Can
Okay.
we continue our reading? Because I know we had got cut out at some points.
Yeah. I feel like there's someone sick in your family too.
Oh.
Is there someone sick? Is there someone in the hospital or in a sick bed? Not doing so well.
Not that I know of, but when my grandmother was up here last week, she was in the process of getting a CPAP machine because she had some breathing problems. She had sleep apnea. She just found out. And, you know, that bothered her a bit.
I think that's
but,
what I'm.
As far as I know, I don't know anyone close in my family that's in the hospital right now.
Yeah.
It could just be that I don't know yet, though. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I think that's all I'm getting from now. We'll get another connection. We'll have plenty of times.
Okay.
To connect. And if I get anything, I sure in the hell will find your ass on Facebook, or I will get on the email and email you. I will, because a lot of times if I'm tired too, you know, but
Yeah.
I'll hang up and then see. I thought Willie was through, and I just couldn't. I don't have anything to write. So usually I used to write it down. So the messages were coming, but I didn't want to interrupt her. So I thought she was through, and that's why I asked to go so I can get. I'm forgetful. I have to get it off my head quickly. So I will have a pen and piece of paper next to me, but I may get more messages. I'm just really tired. But this was awesome. And Willie, hats off to you. You did a fine job.
Thanks. And we had a great group. Thank you so much, guys. A lot of you overcame so much fear and really opened up. And I hope that you feel like this is a place where you can just be yourself and open up and just learn new things about yourself and about each other in a comfortable, positive, energy vibing atmosphere.
Okay.
Thank you. Good job.
Yeah. So I guess we plan on getting together Saturday at 7:30. 7?
Okay.
Is that good with everybody? And then what we plan is, if you learn something and you want to take over to meet up, you can. There's nobody really in charge. One day we're going to go over how we started, and if you have complications, what you have to do. Because majority of times I have complications, but I always get it going. So for all of us to understand, you know, Ann works with energy. She's been certified in many different classes. Maybe she'll take over one class on that. Maybe Cindy would like to talk, or you know, anybody. This is a group effort. Some of us are more talkative than others, and we don't mind hushing up. You can tell us just to hush. You know. I'm talking about me. I'm sorry. So this was really awesome. So I'm gonna just send out another thing for Saturday. And if anybody has any ideas of what they want to do, remember we always record this. So if there's anything you wanted to go back and listen to, you always have the opportunity. We're going to keep them private because if we talk about anything personal, we'll all be good. So is there any questions for anybody?
I had a comment. Gail, don't forget to copy and paste the side chat before you close it.
No, I was just doing this just right now.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I'm doing it. So the links that you see for YouTube, they're really good to check out. the power thoughts, I believe, and then the water affirmations are on here. So I'm going to put both the recording and these notes in the same link.
Okay.
Okay?
Can I just add one more thing, please? And that is if we could each individually take a moment, hopefully tomorrow, and just visualize Florida as having calm, peaceful weather with moderate moisture. Calm, peaceful weather with moderate moisture.
Let's see that now. Everybody help us see this now, please. We would like to see this storm just headed out to sea, not hurting anyone in this beautiful, lovely earth. And we just see this dissipating and going back into the universe with love and gratitude for all. And so it is.
So it is.
Amen. God bless. Namaste, everybody.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy we are together.
Namaste. Love you guys.
Namaste.
Excellent
Have a good one.
job, Willie.
Thanks.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Great first readings.
Great first reading, guys.